Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. This is fan mail number 49. Not a very big one today, but that's fine. What do we got here? There's two things in the package, but only one thing is mail. Yeah, you're right. We got us a letter. It says first class on it too. When I saw this in the box, I just saw the first class bit sticking out from another thing, and I was like, oh, what could that be? Oh no. But it's not oh no, because it's from Dream Big Productions Plush Bat Fan. Yeah, you're right. And it's very well taped on the edges, so my fat sausage fingers are going to take us a minute or two. Well, it's going to take me a minute or two. If it wasn't us here, if we were here, we would have more hands, right? But it is not we. Well, we do have the two dogs down here, but they'd have to use their teeth because they don't have thumbs. My goodness. Ugh. Tearing into it. I can't go too crazy because I don't know what's in it. I don't want to just rip it in half. Here we go. Whoa. Always sending me weird souvenirs from Arizona, and I think that's what we got here. There's a pile of weird stuff right there we'll pull out. Let's see. Is there a letter telling me about gas prices? Wow. Feel like something's missing. Should be a big graph about paying too much for gas willingly. We're just ripping stuff open now. Really thick paper with just... Oh! There is a letter. Okay. Here are additional non-winning expired lottery tickets for yours to keep as souvenirs from Dream Big Productions. Plush Bat Fan. Yeah, you're right. So there we go. Non-winning tickets. Yeah, you're right. I don't actually participate in anything like this. When I was younger, I bought scratch-off tickets sometimes, but mostly it's because someone was twisting my arm and, oh, come on, buy these with me. Someone I was related to. Still am, though they're buried. Anyway, I don't believe in it. I'm not a gambler. I don't believe in gambling. It's okay if you do. So, that's not the only thing. Not at all. Yeah, you're right. I'm doing it in here even though we got the drone of the AC because it is hot. It's been a brutal heat wave throughout the week. It was the full moon, so you didn't see much video come to this channel. However, as you can see a little bit here to the side, all this music stuff. I was streaming. I did 2 streams on my other channel, M Hood's Boom. That was a lot of fun. The last one I really enjoyed. And again, this is taped really well. Oh, sausage fingers. Don't have a knife with me at the moment. So now we're out of the full moon cycle and fishing's about to happen. Another big session coming up. Got to get ready for it. This is coming from Scott in Pennsylvania. Now, I kind of got freaked out when I opened the box and I saw it said first class. I'm like, oh, who's suing me? Well, nobody has ever sued me, and not yet. But then she brought this out from the back. There's some other stuff in here, but this is like the item that you could feel through the package, right? She put that in front of me and I started to grope it like a little kid would Christmas morning, and thought occurred to me, I hope that's nothing naughty, because look at its shape. Maybe it's big and black. I don't know. So before we reveal that, let's see what the spoilers are here in the letter. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it already. It is a legit fan mail fishing video for the correct channel. Would love to get some interesting items that say M Hood's Boom on the package, so I open it on the correct channel, but that hasn't been happening. It's just like, well, whatever. I mean, got a lot of cool stuff here from you guys on this channel. A lot of toys and stuff that I've circuit bent to the best I could. Some of these things that were sent to me, except for Plushbat Fan, actually has sent the most old stuff to be used in the music, and old stuff, old toys that make noise, electric toys. They're the easiest to circuit bend. The more modern, the more digital they are. But however, I do have a bunch of digital things here that were sent. One was sent by Clayton. That's this right here. That'll be in the next stream, which may be today, because I'm not going to be able to get out today. I have to get ready for a big session in the morning. We got this little thing here I'm picking up. That was sent by Plushbat Fan, and a bunch of other things. So the last two sets that I did on the music channel were mostly with toys, with a few other things added in. So what makes this package from Scott fishy, fishy, fishy? Well, fishy stuff is what's in it. That's what makes it fishy, fishy. There, look at that. Sabiki rig. Yeah, you're right. Might actually be able to use that tomorrow morning. Tomorrow all day in the heat. I got some grapes and I got some cherries. Get me through it. Another awesome looking Sabiki rig. Yeah, you're right. I like that one. I like the way that looks. What else? What else could there be? Another awesome Sabiki rig. Look at that. Really cool. This one actually is really cool. Some of these look appropriate for what I'll be targeting tomorrow. Hint, hint. Not Louisiana. Okay. Just a small care package to stay. Oh. Sometimes reading other people's writing is not my forte, and sometimes just reading is not my forte, because I'll read things backwards out of, because, you know, yeah. Mark, just a small care package to say thank you for putting so many good videos. This is how I keep all my pre-tied hooks and rigs to that, so that they are neat and tangle free. Okay, so he's starting to talk about whatever this is, I think. Therefore, let's just go ahead and get into what this item is. Oh, it's not a nighty item. It's not a nighty item. It's not a naughty item. It's not big and black. It's actually whoa, my goodness! It is a cornucopia of all kinds of things good. Wow! Mostly green, but we're tipped with the pink on each end. And this, wow, I was just like happy to get these. Let me tell you. We'll get back into that. Now we're not going to have any spoilers. So what do we have here? He's probably going to tell us in the letter. Let's get a close look at this. Check this out. This is a leader keeper that he's made, and it's pretty awesome looking, and it is just full of hooks with leaders on them. Now some of these are tipped with feathers. Let's go for this one here. Is this a Sabiki rig on here? Huh. What is this? On this ring there are two hooks, and we've already pulled one free. One was the Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. I like this. This has, there we go, circle looking hook right there. And then you come down to your feather with the hook or a trailer. This reminds me of, it's not the same, but it makes me think of whipping rigs. That is a method that people use mostly in Hawaii from the bank, because when you're fishing from the beach in Hawaii, in most cases you're fishing over coral because it's so close, right? So the whipping rig is a method and a rig that you would use to fish over that without hitting snags. And you would use, most people use a bubble float with some water in it, so it's a slow sinker, or a bubble float with no water in it, so it keeps you on the surface. Well, and then you'd have like a 5-foot leader underneath that float. This is not the same thing. Okay, so to keep these on here, we have a straight pin with a bobby on it, you know, like one of those pins. See that right there? A little yellow. And then that was through the swivel. This feels like 30 to 40 pound fluorocarbon to our hook. So you would probably have some bait on that. Maybe you would troll this, or cast it out and retrieve it. And you have a little bit of bait here for the fish to grab, or a live bait, and this trolling back behind it. Personally, I would love to fish this maybe under a bubble float or a Carolina rig, maybe troll it, like have my egg sinker up here at the swivel, and not this hook right here, just this right here. All kinds of things you can do. Let's get this back together and come right back to you. Almost there. Just wrapping this. This is just loaded. Very impressed with this, Scott. Of course, I don't fully understand, because we need to read. I'm sure he's going to tell us more info, because I don't know what's going on quite yet. I'm just using my imagination and my mind to figure out what's up with this. With these. These are all similar, only some of these, maybe 6 or more on here, have the flies, the Clouser type looking flies on the end, and then the rest are just various leaders to swivels, various hook sizes. So let's see what Scott has to say for that, what he has to say about that. Okay, where we left off here. The side of each foam spool is labeled with what is on it. Labeled. Oh. Alright, so he says the side of each spool. So what does that tell you? I'll tell you what that tells me. They come off. It's not one thing. You can just pop them off. Alright, so let's read one of these. This has no hook on it, by the way. It's just line, leader line. Spare, 30 pound. I wonder if it's all 30 pound. Remember I guessed 30 to 40 pound. Mono leader. It's not fluorocarbon on that. All right, put that right there. Let's look at least one more. Pop it off. Looks like a piece of PVC or something. 50-pound mono, 8-aught. Okay. So that says 50-pound mono, 8-aught. Very neat. Very good. Very together. I appreciate things being labeled correctly. It's not like trying to remember everything, that every button and switch and dial on plum butter, if you know what that is. It's like a synthesizer. There's a lot of things that I like that are very expensive that I'll probably never get, but they don't label anything. It's just like all these buttons and touch points and everything, and they're like, oh, we're too cool for labels. It's just like, oh, come on. Yeah, I like labels. I like the correct info being on the item. I wish some lures just somewhere on there had their name printed and all the other specs, like what it weighs and stuff. Can't stand it when you're like, you get a lure, you put it in your box with a bunch of other lures, and you pick it up and you're not sure what its weight is, you know, months down the line after you've bought it. So it's pretty cool that on each spool you just got to remember to put it back where you found it, right? Awesome. Let's read more. Have a good day, and remember, a bad day's fishing is still better than a good day at work. Yeah, you do realize that I'm still at work, right? So, for me, that doesn't make sense for me. For anybody else, everybody else, that makes sense, because a good day at work is fishing for me. A bad day at work is fishing. So, yeah, you're right. It's all good, right? Your friend Scott. Awesome. Here, foam spools from Temu. Okay. Chinese spy app. 5/8 dowel rod. Yeah, you're right. From Walmart. Tackle is from Chinese spy app and Amazon. Pins from Joni Fabrics. Electrical tape from Harbor Freight. Yeah, you're right, because we all wanted to know, right? I was curious about the rod, the dowel, and curious about the foam spools, because pretty cool. All right, awesome. Yeah, it is super hot this week. It's like 24/7 swamp ass. You know what swamp ass is? You never feel dry down there right now, even when you're in here. So, but I'm getting back out in it soon in the morning, and I'll be out in it all day. Hopefully that's good. Look forward to that. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll definitely see you next time.